Tailor Made for You is an original talk show produced by Taylor Branding Company. The content, stories, graphics, and music are the original works of the Taylor Branding Company. Any unauthorized reproduction and distribution for the purpose of sales without the consent of the original creators of Tailor Made for You is prohibited by copyright infringement and is subject to fines punishable by law.
Tailor made for you. Tailor made, we keep it real and true. Tailor made for you. Tailor made.
What's up, good people, baby? We got this camera right here today.
Okay,
because you know we be looking all over the world.
Okay, I got it.
All right, welcome to Tailor Made for You all. Sorry that we're a little late tonight, but we actually wanted to go absolutely 100% live, unadulterated, authentic, and live and live in color, y'all. Like seriously, like I'm sweating up a storm. But tonight we wanted to go live because this week has been a week. A whirlwind type of week. We got the verdict from the George Floyd case. We also had, I believe, a senseless death of that 16-year-old here in Columbus, Ohio, Micaiah. Rest in peace, baby girl. And we felt it was inappropriate to just show up and use this platform for a joke or to just be lighthearted. We wanted to give our people an opportunity to be part of this conversation. So tonight and tonight alone, you are even able to call in live through our voicemail 213-293-9027. And you can tell us why you mad. This whole episode is called Why You Mad. Get it off your chest. Because right now, if we don't start to heal from within, we're never going to get anywhere because government has taught us that they're not going to help us but so much. You know, that 2400 was kind of nice though.
Yes, it was, babe.
But that's all right. What y'all do with y'all 2400?
That ain't none of your business.
What you mean it's none of my business?
Listen, you guys, thanks again for joining us tonight. This is your special edition talking about current issues. We just felt the need to address and just have a conversation. So we live. So whatever happens. And we want y'all to talk back to us. So call into the number. What's the number again, babe?
213-293-9027.
9027.
Y'all, we
are they able to type in the comments or anything
across the stream, baby?
Okay.
We got technology today.
Okay, good.
We want to give a shout out to the Unbossed Network. My boy Devontae Goins, he is running behind the scenes. Thank you so much, sir,
Devontae,
for having our back today. I called him yesterday in the clutch and said, hey bro, can we tape live in your studio? He said yes. So it's good to have good people around you. But tonight, I want to let you all know we have some special guests here with us. They're very close to our heart. We consider them family. And we're going to give them an opportunity to kind of speak their heart. But let's do it like this, babe.
Okay.
Let us speak our truth just for a second.
Okay.
Before we bring them in. And then we're going to go to a commercial break. And then we'll bring in, say,
Daryl and Grace.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you want to go first?
You go first, babe.
See, she already knows. This is off the cuff, y'all. We don't have nothing scripted tonight. I do want to say this. As a Black man in 2021, living in America, I do not feel like this is home. Home is where the heart is. Home, you should feel safe. You should feel comfortable. You should feel empowered. You should feel encouraged. You should feel safe. I cannot remember the last time that I saw a police vehicle or watched the news or heard about some of the injustice that's happening in our nation, and I have not been able to digest it. I have not been able to handle it. As a Black man, as a father to 4 Black men, as a mentor to thousands of youth and young adults, I tonight am going to try my best not to let the tears fall, but I want everyone to know my heart about this. And if I don't get it off my chest, y'all, I'm going to go buck wild crazy. I'm telling you the truth. Like, I'm ready to go ham on somebody, you know, and God didn't call me to that right now.
Thing, babe, that was on my heart and mind about everything that's going on. Like, we couldn't really celebrate. I mean, of course we celebrate George Floyd, you know, the verdict. But then as in the same hour, was it in the same hour?
Actually, it was happening at the exact same time that the verdict was being delivered to the public.
Wow. So we had here in our town, one of our local teenagers to be shot down by the police. And so it was.
Hold on, I want to pause real quick. If y'all hear noise in the background, this is real life, y'all. We got babies playing back here, and that's okay. If you can't hear us, just say speak up. You can put comments in the chat. They will show up and everything thereof. But go ahead, baby. Huh? Are you serious? Oh, look at the technology. Look at God. Go ahead, baby.
So, yeah, and so it's bittersweet, and I feel like it's hard for, like my husband was saying, it's hard for him to digest, the social injustice and the climate that we're in right now. So imagine how hard it is for our young people, our teenagers, her friends, her family. You know what I mean? It's just. It makes them feel like they're hopeless. Those of us that's been around for a while, we've become kind of resilient, and and if we have faith, we believe that God will, my mom always says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, I will repay. And, some of us really hold on to that. But if, you're young and you're angry and you want to retaliate, and that's what we are trying to prevent from our young people from retaliating, and getting more of them getting murdered senselessly. So yeah, I'm just really, sometimes you get a little numb from what's going on. You just sit in it and just you're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? That day was bittersweet because we were wanting to celebrate, and then in shock again, like, wow, this just really happened. So I believe it was a senseless death. We can get more into it, as we bring our guest on tonight, but I don't believe that she had to die.
Very well put, baby. On the real, we're still going to be us because we're still us. We can't stop being us. So we're going to keep you engaged. We're going to keep the entertainment coming. Of course, we're going to pay homage to our sponsors and our supporters and stuff like that. So what we do want you to do, we want you to stick with us, stay locked in. All right. This is tailor made for you. Today's broadcast was made possible by Imagine Me TV.
Tailor made.
Y'all, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Hey, you all put some comments in there so that we can see, because we can see the comments live right in front of us. So this is going to be an interactive conversation tonight. Yeah. I'm going to keep the smiles going on because, they say you laugh to keep from crying. Yeah. I'm going to smile from keep myself from saying something crazy. How about that? All right. First up, let's introduce our guest. This is a husband and wife team that we absolutely adore. They left. Where'd they go? They went to eat. Well, that's okay. I'm going to introduce my best friend. Okay. Well, we have a lovely guest today. She is my best friend from New Jersey. We have grown up together. We know each other's secrets that we will never tell anybody else. I call her by different name that y'all will never know. But to everyone, she was also in the bridal party for our wedding with Luanda. So if you check out that video, she was in the back dancing and them showing me up.
Moves down.
They learned it bi-coastal. This is Miss Nikki Wilson with us tonight, everyone. Welcome. So we wanted you to join us tonight to kind of let us know what does your heart feel about what's happening in America during this era? How about that?
Well, all I have to say is thank God for the guilty verdicts, because I think there would just be unrest everywhere if he wasn't found guilty. So, I mean, this is just one step forward. I don't know if it's going to make a big change or not, but hopefully this sends a message to the police that they can't just do what they want and not have any consequence behind it. So, I
I
mean,
agree with that.
yeah, I just, like I said, when I found out, because I stayed up all night waiting for the verdict, and then the next day I found out, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Those are the first words that came out of my mouth.
All right, please be seated. Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court File Number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, Juror Foreperson, Juror Number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by Jury Foreperson, Juror Number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury Foreperson 019. Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts. Please respond yes or no. Jury.
All right. Okay, here we go. I think we're back. I think we're back. All right, Nikki, we're going to go ahead and bring you back on. Say something.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, we got you. Thank God. Thank God.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah,
Okay.
to echo what you said, I was telling my wife that if we didn't get a guilty verdict off of this one, there was going to be a civil war. There was going to be an eruption in every city, every state, every neighborhood, every block, every corner. America literally would have burnt down.
Yeah, I don't want to think about what would have happened all over the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really comes down to the fact that we do not have any more tolerance.
No.
So you're married, you have father, you have brothers. I mean, from your perspective, and I know me being one of your best friends, I'm a black male. So, I mean, like, what are your thoughts when it comes to us?
As far as how you feel as a black man in America?
Well, how you feel about us living in this world and us going out to work or driving or dealing with society or possibly being pulled over by the cops or anything.
You know what? I guess because of the area or how I've grown up, I don't know. I know it happens, of course, everywhere. But being here in Jersey, it never seemed to really hit me home, like personally. You know, I'm not aware of, my brother being pulled over and being harassed. Actually, he lives in Texas now. So, and miraculously, I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's his charm or what, but the cops are actually pretty nice to him when they could really wring his neck and put him through the ringer. He actually gets off with a lot of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, like, thankfully it hasn't hit me personally, with my dad and my brothers and my family. But I mean, I just know I'm aware of it happening, but it just hasn't hit me personally. So I guess it's not something that I worry about. But yeah.
And that's actually a valid point, because there are families and pockets in our nation that really don't have to deal with this head on,
Yeah.
as some of us in other neighborhoods or states have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I went to school upstate New York, Casanova College. That's in between Syracuse University and Colgate University. We had one traffic light in that whole city. Babe.
Wow.
I remember that the cops literally messed with all of the black and brown people from the college, because everyone came from downstate, from New York City, New Jersey, and everything. And
Wow.
when I tell you, I got 10 tickets in a matter of 1 month. And that last time I got a ticket, not only did they arrest me and tow my car, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they took me to this backwoods barn, had me sitting in a chair with just this one light shining on me like a movie. And they awoke the judge for him to come in and do an arraignment that night at 2 o'clock in the morning in a barn.
Wow.
Can you imagine the type of fear that was going through my mind at that time? Now, mind you, this was 3 days before graduation. I had a full-time job. I went to school full-time, and I had my own apartment, my own car. They still put me in jail with a bail of $1,000. Where's a college student going to get $1,000 from 3 days before graduation? And I said, sir, I'm not a flight risk. I literally have responsibilities. And you know, when I got in front of the judge, do you know what he said to me? He said, sir, Mr. Taylor, I've watched you for the past years. You worked at the hotel. You were a server. You've worked at the pharmacy. You've had some really good jobs. You could have owned this town, but we got you.
What?
That is exactly what happened to me. And not only did it happen to me, it happened to my best friend, who Jason Augustine, who he's been attached to me just as long as you, Nikki. And his got even worse. His strapped him down with that. He lost his license for literally 5 years.
Wow.
Just to make a point, an example out of us.
Join us every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. for a brand new episode of Taylor Made for You. Your hosts with Luanda and ZF Taylor. Found on Imagine Me TV, Amazon, and Roku.
Welcome back, you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Really quickly, we have some people making some comments, and I do want to acknowledge you all. Thank you so much for engaging with us tonight and joining us. Gloria, Arthleen, thank you so much. I do want to read a comment. Gloria was saying, as our conversation was going forth earlier, she says that she's fearful sometimes having 3 male adult children leaving their home daily. She's fearful for them. And Gloria, I know that you are not alone. That is kind of the state of, that we all sit in right now for some reason. She also says, I feel even though it may not affect me directly, it does have an impact on me having male children and grandchildren. Where you live doesn't matter anymore. And that is so true, Gloria. That is so true. And you never know. I mean, these people who have experienced the social injustice recently, I'm sure they didn't wake up in that morning thinking that something happened. So the bullet doesn't have right, it doesn't have a name on it. It just, we don't know. And so that's why the thing that helps me, because I do worry about my husband and my stepsons every day, because just any little reason, them walking to the store, going to the gas station, it can just be anything, just in your own garage, evidently can be a problem at times. Prayer. That's the only thing that gives me hope and a foundation and doesn't allow me to lose my mind. It's just trusting God and covering them in prayer and believing, that He's going to bring them home to me. And so, I know that this is a hard time we're in, and I'm just going to segue right into my tailored tip for tonight. This is a hard time that we're living in, but my tailored tip for you all tonight is just not to lose your faith. Um, Keep going no matter what. Don't let anything stop you from pouring out of yourself, giving to your community, giving to everything that you have inside of you. Empty yourself out to help others. That's why we're here. That's why we're still living and breathing, so that we can spread love, joy, and peace to everyone else, everyone we encounter. So don't let what's happening in the world stop you from doing what you're called to do.
Hi, I'm Tia Ramey. I am the author and visionary behind the Communications Planner. I just want to talk to you about what is my goal and vision behind why I created that planner. It came from my book, Canceled: Mastering Difficult Conversations in a Modern World. This book gives you communication strategies and tips, but it is very, very deep. But what I did is I extracted some of the principles from that book and created a planner that will help walk you through the exercises and practices. But if once you go through the planner, you find that you want to learn more, find Canceled on my website, rameymarketing.com.
Join us every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. for a brand new episode of Taylor Made for You. Your hosts with Luanda and ZF Taylor. Found on Imagine Me TV, Amazon, and Roku.
Miss Nikki, we love you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
No problem.
Nikki.
Thanks for having me.
I called her early in the week and said, I got an idea. I got to run it past my wife first so I don't get in trouble.
Yes, I say,
Nikki.
Yeah, I say he definitely don't want to be in the doghouse.
No.
Tell my brother Carl I love him, and I'll talk to him this week.
I will, definitely.
All right, love you. Have a great
Love
night.
you guys.
Yeah, y'all. So we're not going to hold you long tonight, but we do still have our Taylor tip. We have a couple voicemails that we're going to play. Let's get one in right now. Okay.
This is Taylor. This is our Why You Mad.
This is Why You Mad, and you can call that number 213-293-9027 that you see on the bottom of the screen, and you can go ahead and let us know why you mad. Get it off your chest, y'all. This is about healing.
And you guys, you can also put it in the comments, since you guys are here. Some of you are in the comments. If you want to let us know, and we're talking about, the social injustice in our social climate right now. So the Why You Mads aren't going to be, funny like, they usually are tonight. We want to have a little sincere healing, for our callers and our viewers. So if you have something that you want to get off your chest, you can put it in the comments, or you can still call the number you see on the screen, 213-293-9027.
She know the number now, y'all. Oh,
it's on the screen. I just read it. I just read it, babe.
I can't with her. Y'all, okay, so here's the first voicemail that we got for y'all. Let's see. Ready, Tech Man? All right.
How's everybody doing? This is Fire Charles.
We want to hear
I'm
it too,
calling
sir.
because I'm thinking about the way the world and society is today. I do believe in Black Lives Matter, but I also feel that all lives matter. And I feel like we just all need to get to a place to where we are able to sit down and have a talk with each other, but we also have to educate ourselves and educate our kids as well. We lead by example. So in order for us to be better, in order for the world to be better, we have to educate ourselves and teach ourselves. We can't change the world until we change ourselves. Thanks. God bless.
God bless you too, brother.
That was a good one. We cannot change the world until we change ourselves. Oftentimes, we are always looking at other people and pointing the finger at everybody else, and and we don't even think about taking a look in the mirror, taking a look at ourselves, seeing what are we doing to make the situation better. Are we doing anything that is making the situation worse? So I think that was a very good Why You Mad call. I agree. Fire Charles, thank you.
Carla, we appreciate you. Again, we want to hear from you all. Okay? Call that number. We're going to play you on the air. Oh, I got a slight echo. I think because I made him turn the sound up. See, y'all, you can't have it both ways. See,
My husband.
y'all gonna let her do me like that? Someone put it in the comments, say, Lulu, be nice. Say, Lulu, be nice. Someone put it in the comment for me. Somebody that got my back. Just one person.
All the hats.
Lulu, be
Director,
nice.
producer.
But right. I had posted about this the other night. The other night, I made the mistake of watching the video of Micaiah being shot over and over and over again. I could not believe my eyes because it happened so fast. But in that rapid speed, I came up with multiple alternatives to that scenario. And I could not go to sleep for hours. I literally tossed and turned. I tried everything. And here's my Taylor tip for the day. Change is in our humanity. Change is in us individually. Each one of us carries and embodies a certain power, a certain level of truth, and a certain level of ability. How are we using it collectively? We're not in this world by ourselves, y'all. We're not. As much as you say you don't like this person and that person, or you don't agree with this standpoint or this opinion, you still are obligated to deal with other people. And until we learn that we need to change ourselves and our perspective and look through a different set of lens, our world is not going to heal. And for our Black families, we need to start healing ourselves. The change starts with us individually and then collectively. Yeah, we got to do better. That's my Taylor tip for the day.
Very good, babe.
Here recently, the woes of our nation's past have collided with our modern day issues, dealing with social injustice, dealing with racism, dealing with equity and equality, dealing with systemic racism, dealing with the social divide. Yeah, we got to our boiling point. And with that, protests erupted. We got to a point where we needed to tell our truth, to tell the facts of our past and where we are today and where we hope to go in the future. But how do we do this? How do we get this message out to a community? Through art. Together, artists alike and like-minded came together and we started to dialogue about what our experience has been, what we've been through, where we are right now, and where we want to go in the future. But again, we were faced with the next question. How do we communicate this to our community? Through music. The creative collective was able to come together. We were able to put pen to paper and we were able to really display our thoughts, our facts through the form of music. We want to thank Coda for being our sponsor for this wonderful and amazing project.
What's it gonna take to support humanity, to liberate ourselves from our own fears? What's it gonna take
to remind ourselves of our divinity, to forgive yourself? What's it gonna take
to understand the path we've walked, to encourage equality? What's it going to take
to inspire the future, to feed our souls?
Living in the past hurt and present pain. remembering the martyrs of our movement. Say their name. They didn't die in vain. What's it gonna take? Each voice shakes the chain. What's it gonna take? Each one breaks the chain. What's it gonna take? Are you ready for change? It's time for change. We need a change. Change, 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 change. Those are free of the slave. Homes been to war zone. History's been for outrage. Tell me where we went wrong. We've been struggling too long. We know that we belong. Enough is enough. It's time for change. Each voice shakes the chain. What's it gonna take? Each one breaks the chain. What's it gonna take? Are you ready for change? Oh, it's time for change. We need a change. Change, change,
Samir Rice, Orlando Castillo, Michael Brown, Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Rayshon Brooks, countless others, taken, resurrected by everything but God's will. The streets paved in their blood. Their deaths are not in vain. Time has come for change.
Raise your fists and join the call. Raise your voices and sing this song.
We need a change. We must see the change. Oh, my brother, we need a change. Oh, we need a change. It's time for reform, for equality. It's time for a nation to be at peace, to teach our children what's wrong and right. Unconscious bias be removed from our eyes. Systemic racism and equality. Oh, it's time for it all to be. Renew your mind. Now is the Tailor made.